Howdy ho, guys!
It's me!
Figaro, welcome back to the channel, guys! The wait is finally over. We've been waiting 25 years for this moment. Mortal Kombat 2021 movie trailer has been finally released. Set for an April 16th launch, guys. Fingers crossed that is the actual date. I am so keen for this movie, as you guys know. Huge Mortal Kombat fan. Just see? Can you see? We have waited 25 years for this trailer. As I said, I could not be more excited. We'll talk more after the trailer's done, but that's why you're here, to see the trailer. It hasn't been rated yet, but we know that's gonna have a hard R, because they promised fatalities, blood, gore, all the stuff we've wanted in an MK movie forever. It's right here in front of us, so I'm gonna shut up and let's experience this together. I have not seen anything for this. Breathe, breathe. The moment is finally here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Thanks for coming and watching, by the way. I appreciate it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shh.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture.
Why do I have no sound? Why do I have no sound?
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive.
Ooh! Whoa!
When we got there, we took our unit in seconds.
Oh!
Had superhuman abilities.
Flip script!
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament of champions. That dragon marking? I think it's an invitation to fight for something known. As Mortal Kombat.
Get over here.
Oh god, April 16th, the date's still on.
Champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
Hello!
Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Kung Lao.
Lord Raiden, the fate of Earth is in our hands.
Oh my god, Jaxie.
No matter how many of my people you put in the ground, we will not fail. Kill them.
Who? What? Who? What? No! Whoa! GORO! Wow!
I am Sub-Zero.
Yes, you are! Oh god, yeah!
Get over here!
Oh my god!
Finish them!
Shang looks awesome. What was that?
Wins. You fucking beauty.
Josh Lawson. Oh, dude. What? Finally. Oh my god. Ah, the emotions. That was freaking amazing. I am so keen. Guys, it's the official Red Band trailer too, so they can actually add gore to the trailer. We have to go through this again. Guys, holy shnikes. If you don't know, this movie was filmed in my hometown. I was there. I'm in the movie, I hope. But we filmed some stuff with Mortal Kombat. I am dying right now. And that's no shit. No shit. We lined up 6:30 in the morning to do our screenings, and I'm just like, yeah, I got the tattoo. I've been a lifetime Mortal Kombat fan. They're like, you're in! So, guys, let's go through this trailer again. There's a lot to talk about. There is a lot. This may be an extended video. Here we go. Oh my god, that was insane. I waited all day Got 2.7 million views already. Not even Marvel movies get that shit. And it's only been out for 12 hours. I know I'm probably the last person to react to this shit on YouTube, but life gets in the way of things. But we're doing it now. Thanks so much for watching, like seriously. Look at this ice. I've also got to say, I knew people making the props department. I knew people doing the 3D department. Guys, let's hand it up for Rising Sun Pictures, because those guys did pretty much 90% of the 3D work in this movie, and it looks freaking amazing. Rising Sun Pictures, well done. Here we go. Oh, God, the icicles.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission.
Jaxie. Oh God, I gotta tell you the story. Unless we get to the, we'll get to the bit, and then I'll tell you the story.
To capture a wanted fugitive. When we got there,
that
of course, we were out unit in seconds.
Jaxie gets his arms blown apart by Sub-Zero. You know what? You know what my theory was? That frickin' GORO ripped his frickin' arms off, but not the case. Sub-Zero shatters the shit out of his arms.
The target has superhuman abilities.
Cole Turner. What a dude. We met him.
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
That's his daughter. This is the scene. This is the scene I'm in. You see all these people in the background? I'm in this scene. This was supposedly like the first sort of scene of the movie, but I think they've sort of mixed it up now. Now this is no longer the first scene. You know why? Because Jax walked in with human arms at this point. And the director himself, Simon McQuaid, handpicked me to stand in front of Jax. I know, for, you know, those shots that like the camera sort of, this is the camera, sort of zooms in and you're in the foreground, like, and Jax is sort of in focus, and I'm like right here in the frame. I hope it's still in the movie. And then the director's like, please do what you did yesterday. And I'm like, okay. Hand-picked from 700 people, because pretty much I'm standing pretty much behind this guy with the hat. And then he moved me to the left side of your screen. It's probably this side of your screen to stand in front of Jax after day one. So these guys on the right are like his trainers or something, or just associates, Earthrealm dudes. That's his daughter on the left there. This movie, oh my God. I was on the set of the Mortal Kombat movie. It was an amazing experience. Let's continue.
Birthmark, Cole.
See this full MMA ring? It sort of went up like this, and like rows of people, and then there's like a step, and then more rows of people behind those people, holding fake money, screaming. I lost my voice, because basically screaming for 2 days straight, like, go, yeah! Like, I could not even speak after that. That's probably why the director's like, that guy, get that guy. As you know, my face is very animated in these things, so they just picked me out of 700 people. Shut up, continue the trailer.
Means you've been chosen.
So it's filmed in SA. This is like Cooper Pedy, South Australia, by the way. Cooper Pedy, like, where I live is frickin' amazingly beautiful. I don't know why more movies are not set here. You guys are in for a treat with the locations and stuff, because they went to some awesome places. We are so spoiled. Guys, holy shit. Let's continue with the Melina. Got the size.
Different cultures all over the world.
Cooper Pedy. Who is this? Who is this? Is this Shao Kahn before he was the Emperor sort of thing? Is that Shang on the ground spitting blood? I don't know. We don't know yet. Is it Liu Kang? No. Kung Lao? No. Baraka? No. Shao Kahn. Probably Shao.
Reference a great tournament.
Mortal Kombat tournament. Oh, shit! What?
That dragon marking? I think it's
Scorpy! Look at these outfits. They have killed it with the outfits. We're going to go through different trailers There's like the director talks about different things, so we're gonna do that in this video as well. They released posters of the guys in all their uniforms, all the actors, actresses, and we're going through everything. It's an extended frickin' reaction, because I know my Mortal Kombat. I'm a huge fan. Been a fan for 29 years, because that shit is nearly 30 years old, guys, so... Mortal Kombat for life, let's keep going.
It's an invitation.
He's got his actual freaking harpoon, not his freaking thing where he splits open his hand, so it's an actual weapon. I just paused at a frame where I think that may be Scorpion's wife and things. Oh god, the poor dude. Looks like Subs has come in and just ruined his whole day. Mm-hmm.
To fight for something known.
He pissed. He pissed. Damn! Nice!
Mortal Kombat.
Firework. Slicing up of the thing. Who was dying there? Was that Scorpion doing something? Or was that Sub-Zero doing something to someone? I'm not sure, but speculation. It's someone important getting killed behind that paper wall. April 16th.
These are your champions.
Not far.
That's Kano.
Josh Lawson, awesome improv comedy dude, and he can act too, so he's a perfect fit for Kano. He's great. Go watch some of his shit, because he fits as Kano. He does, honestly. He would have had to bulk up, because he was a pretty thin dude.
I'm Liu Kang.
Liu Kang looks sick. He's got the white uniform on. Love it. Love it. So good.
Jax.
Jaxie's about to frickin' smash heads right there. He has to. Has to be crushing heads there. Look at frickin' Kung Lao! He looks sick! What is this Tesla coil thing in the background? What's going on there? It's like, Raiden, this is how I get my powers from Tesla coil. No.
Kung Lao.
He looks sick. He just deflected something with his hat. Frickin' Raiden. First look at Raiden. Hat is sick, man. Wow. He looks great.
Earth is in our hands.
Jackson! What was Raiden doing there? What? Scorpion frickin' Inferno moves happening?
How many of my...
That looked like a frickin' icicle background too. We're going back. Look at all these icicles. I had friends that made props for Mortal Kombat movie as well, so we know a lot of people invested in this movie. And what a time to be alive, guys. Frickin' Mortal Kombat is coming less than 2 months.
No matter how many of my people...
That's just a standard frickin' afternoon in South Australia. We get all the pink sunsets. It's absolutely beautiful here. Holy shit. And in Cooper Pedy, nothing but desert, so it's gonna like be a stark contrast between everything. Mein God, this looks amazing.
Put in the ground.
Scorpy, who was that doing flip kicks with shit? I don't know. Whoa, Kung Lao hats. Is he fighting Cole here? Is this Cole? Or generic frickin' dude? I don't know. Kalina
You will
looks
not
awesome.
fail. Kill them.
Shang actually looks sick. We're all like, nobody can beat Kari Takawa. Nobody. But this dude, he looks pretty similar to him, man, and his costume is absolutely sick too. Wait a minute. Is this Melina Subs behind? The old Shangy Shang? What is this? Is this smoke or is this Sub-Zero? It kind of looks like Sub-Zero, but I don't know why he's in smoke. Or is this like a cross noob thing? Is this happening? Is like Bihan gonna turn into noob or something? What is with all this smoke? I don't know. The noob jelly. You know what I'm talking about? Frickin' Lou with his fire on. Damn! Animalities. Frickin' GORO! Oh! What? And who is this? Who is this? With like weird armor? Who is this guy? Or is it just generic dude that like dies in order to show Goro's power? I don't know, but Goro looks freaking sick. I was actually extremely worried. Because I did hear on the grapevine that they're doing like full 3D characters, and I'm like, no, it's gonna look weird. But if this is what we got to look forward to, that looks sick as hell. I'm always a huge fan of like practical mixed with CG, not full CG characters, but this shit looks real good, man. Holy crap, they've smashed it with Goro. Nice. He's just like jumping in. That guy's crushed to death. You need to see the freaking... Wow.
I am Sub-Zero.
Yes, you are, and you look freaking awesome. Dude, the faceplate. Shit. So this was almost next door to the place where we were filming in that MMA ring. Sort of like a little convenience store, deli, cafe slash thing. Subsy's gonna come in there, cause chaos. There was like all these not advertisements, but I mean advertisements, sort of like a Coca-Cola, I mean, like a Pepsi. But there was like full sub-references. I can't remember what they were, but there was like Nightwolf biscuits, Sindel coffee, and shit like that. There's little sub-references in there, so look out for them in the actual movie. There were... Is this Sub-Zero Scorpion battle? This looks like the same place. It is the same place where we filmed the MMA fight at the start. See, there were people, like hundreds of people up here, hundreds of people down here. It was sick. It looks awesome. Damn! Is Scorp gonna kill him? Nice. Yes. Finish them! What was happening there? That needs to be... That section needs to be... something or other. Brought back down to speed. Here we go. The slow-moest of slow-mos. And now we're going to be here for the next fight. What is that? Was that Melina? Scorpion stabbing one? Sonya Melina? Who the fuck is this? Who is this dude? Reptilius? Shh. 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 Maybe. It could be. It very well could be. But why is Kano completely annihilating Reptile? What is with that? I'm trying to see where this is. What is this background? Is this like a stovetop with extender flames on? Looks like Kano is just smashing dudes through the chest. He ripped his heart out!
You fucking beauty.
You beauty! For 31 days from theatrical release. Oh my god, crap. Hell yeah. Oh, soundtrack on freaking Warner Brothers. Guys, you know everything about this Mortal Kombat soundtrack. It was basically the album that got me, well, not really into metal and stuff, but it was one of the first. I was kind of into a few bands before the Mortal Kombat soundtrack, but when that soundtrack came out, oh my god, that just changed freaking everything. Fear Factory, Napalm Death, KMFDM, there was like, that soundtrack is freaking banging, yo. So hopefully, they have another good soundtrack to influence all the millennials coming in, because I've spoken to so many people where they're like, yeah, the MK soundtrack got me into metal and all this sort of stuff, so keen to hear the new soundtrack. We're going to move on to another trailer sort of thing, so let's do it.
Hello everyone, this is Simon McCoy, Director of Mortal Kombat. I'm going to step you through the trailer, give you some tidbits and insights in what we did.
Oh my god, this looks awesome. My like expectations were high, but it's better than I imagined.
So this shot here was a very important shot to me. One of the things that you'll see in the film is that
It's
Each
like
of
all
the
white,
characters
pasty,
get
cold style.
revealed and introduced into the story in a very specific way.
Okay.
So the way I brought these very revered and well-known characters into this was really important to me, and it was all about the respect of the characters and the material. So this shot here is about seeing Sub-Zero in a way that is sort of sudden and scary to
he
that's
looks
appropriate
very
for
scary.
his. You know, he's the sort of villain version of Sub-Zero. He's the sort of
villain
classic
version. So it's
Bi-Han
OG. It is
version of
Bi-Han.
Sub-Zero here. So this shot
The
here,
nuke might be
and
happening.
this scene is really about kind of experiencing him
What's
for the
with
first
this,
time
though?
as Jax
This is
does
like
as well.
rubbing off. That is insane, dude. Let's just rewind.
Shot here, and this scene is really about
like
kind of
the gun.
experiencing him for the first time
Freezing.
as Jax does as well.
When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds.
Poor Jaxie.
So I know
And I gotta say, Jax is a beast, man. That guy was taller than me. I'm 6'3", and this guy seemed like 6'7" or something. And he's a freaking tank, man. A tank. Oh my god, I'm so keen.
In a few different iterations of Mortal Kombat, you know, Ermac has taken Jax's arms in the past.
Ermac, yes.
But they also, it's been slightly different across the board in a few different iterations. So in this film, we needed to drive a few certain characters and narratives, and so we felt that we could, given it had been done a couple of different ways in the past, we felt we had a bit of license to do that again here. We've really tried to be very truthful and true to the canon of Mortal Kombat where we can be, but every now and again we might deviate slightly.
Yeah. I'm happy with Sub-Zero blowing his arms to pieces.
So, and kind of where there's been precedent, we tried to do that.
The target has superhuman abilities.
Cole, yes.
It had the same marking you do, Cole.
Here we meet. Who? This is Cole Young, the new character, and really Cole's there again, a bit like the precedent. We felt it was
with the amount of characters Mortal Kombat has, they just had to just make a new character. It's a very strange choice, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now.
To bring in a new character, given that Mortal Kombat has over the years sort of introduced new characters.
So many characters.
It's not something, you know, it's not like it's ever just stuck to the same classic set.
Well, it sort of does.
Obviously, we're using
you gotta have the OG
the same classic set with the addition of
like
at least one who wasn't in the original movie.
MK2.
But we
it's
felt
got to have everyone from
MK2 introducing new characters. And
after that, you can be like, yeah, well, we don't really need
as Cole learns, the audience learns.
I mean, would it be awesome?
It just helps us bring in those sort of fresh set of eyes. So
fresh set of eyes. Okay.
He was born with it.
So we're sort of like experiencing Mortal Kombat through a new set of eyes. I think like that's the point. Like, you know, does that make sense? Because everybody knows all the characters, all the lore, and all that. So I guess we'll just see it through a fresh set of eyes. You know.
Not a birthmark, Cole.
That's the fight. That's the fight we were in.
There's a couple of real sort of key ingredients to Mortal Kombat that I felt were really important ingredients. One, there was this sort of brutality.
Yes.
You know, pardon the pun. You know, I know it gets used in the game, but there was a sort of a brutal quality to it. There's also a great levity that runs through it. Comedy and humor is a very potent ingredient. And if you use too much of it, it actually bends the wrong way. And my job, I felt, was to balance these really key ingredients that the Mortal Kombat game has handled and created so well. It's actually balanced really kind of
perfectly
sort of serious world building and canon and very serious sort of elements with very comedic elements, with also this sort of layer of brutality and violence that runs through the middle. So
he picked me,
tonally,
so
I wanted everything to have this authentic, brutal, real quality. So one of the things that really matters to me in creating a world and a story is to make people believe. And I wanted the Mortal Kombat fans and new audiences alike to come in and believe this world.
We believe. We've waited too long. We'll believe everything.
This is our first intro into Outworld here.
Oh,
and
Cooper
again,
Petey's Outworld.
I wanted to bring a realism and an authenticity and a non-VFX feel to these unreal worlds.
Good.
We shot this in a disused coal mine in the
Yep.
middle of Australia,
It's true.
and
Come
that is
on,
pretty
shout
much
us out.
in camera. That
Shout
is
us out.
what
A
it looks
Ladians
like,
out.
and that was a pretty incredible location. So the locations
sure
we
is.
used and the places we found, I really wanted it to feel as in camera as possible.
It's like
and
color
we just really
corrected,
just
though.
enhanced what was
I mean,
there.
we get purples like that, but that's super purple.
Reference.
Hang on, did you just see? Was that ice surrounding that thing?
I really wanted it to feel as in
Did we
camera
just see
as
something
possible,
else?
and we just really just enhanced what was there.
You did enhance it. Look at this. Is this ice?
Reference.
Ice.
Great tournament.
Shh. Oh,
Of champions.
that was Shang and Raiden. I did not even realize that at the start. That was a thing. Where the hell is it? Where? Rados. Shang. Are they going to meet up and do the little talk? Sorcerer. Oh, God.
Of champions.
You know what? Whoa.
That dragon marking.
That.
So this piece here that we're going to go through now is the, I think everyone's talked about this. So this is the opening of the film where we set up the rivalry between Hanzo and Bihan and the Shiroryu and the Lin Kuei, and what their rivalry is all about. What I wanted to do was literally show Scorpion being born and the ingredients in how he comes about.
Revenge.
So what you see there is
Hate.
and it gets explained more when you see the whole
Of course it
story in the
does.
film, but it's really about seeing his evolution on the screen and the ingredients, both emotional and physical, as to why he becomes Scorpion.
That's some
And so that
3D
sort of
blood.
is explained
This.
across the opening of our
flip
of
and the
our
kick
film.
to the
It's
harpoon.
a pretty brutal, nasty fight
Good.
that happens in the opening of the film, and
Good.
it goes for a fair
Simon.
while. So I'm sure you'll enjoy
I
that.
think it's an invitation.
Good. That
fight
needs
for
to be the
something
whole
known.
movie. Those two. Even though we've seen it like 14 different iterations
As Mortal
of
Kombat.
Scorpion's family dying. That's so close. Less than
Sonya.
2 months.
That's Kano.
Josh
Kano
Lawson.
is Josh Lawson, who plays Kano, is a very, very funny man.
He's
Kano
very
provides
funny.
us with with a
Very
great
good
deal of
at
levity, great deal of humor through the film. A lot of improv from
We
Josh.
did a
He's
show,
very
Thank
gifted
God You're
improv
Here, which is
comedian,
hilarious.
and you'll feel and see that. And so really, as I was talking about before, the balance of comedy and drama and violence. Josh did a number of things. You know, Kano provides the comedy, and
it seems like
and
he's
there's a
on the
great
good
rivalry
guys
that
team,
tracks
which is
through the whole story between Kano and Sonya. So you'll see that, and that's kind of what's being set up here in the trailer. You
there's
just sort of get a little
so
sense of that in that
much
desert
you can
fight they
do
have.
with this movie. It's insane. I hope they just don't.
Thanks,
Who was Kano's
Comedy and-
hands about to crush?
You'll see that, and that's kind of what's
Whose
being set up
face
here in the trailer.
was
You
getting
just sort of get a
crushed
little
there?
sense of that in that desert fight
Can we
they
pause
have.
it on that screen perfectly?
Thanks, Jax.
Kano! Random dude. Random foot soldier. Maybe. It might even be.
The fate of Earth is in our hands.
It's hard
Who
to actually talk
knows?
about these things as they skim by, because each
I
of them is so
know.
dense and rich, and sort of
See,
each character is so important.
Sick, man.
A lot of the costumes, we
physical
spent a
prop?
lot of time in R&D and designing these costumes so that they felt very true
Yeah, it looks
to.
sick.
They felt like a very
Kung
real
Lao.
and
Look at
considered
that.
and well crafted version of the
It's perfect.
characters.
It's
And
freaking
sometimes,
perfect.
like Kung Lao's hat, for instance,
It's perfect.
was a very tricky one to pull off, because
Yeah.
it was very important to me that his hat looked exactly like it should.
Good
and there's
man,
been a few
good
different
man.
iterations of his hat, obviously, but it sort of, we went through about 20 different prototypes to get to that hat, because
Shit.
it actually, some things you do and you think when they're in a video game, you can sort of get away with stuff, but when it's in reality, some of them look a bit silly.
Yep.
Some of them just were too heavy. Some of them didn't
Some
sit
of them
right.
had, like,
And it was a
spikes.
really complex process.
That's
Getting
perfect. Perfect.
a lot of these costumes right.
Experience a new
Here's Scorpion
age.
here, probably the first version of the first time people
That
will sort of
outfit,
see
though.
Scorpion
As Scorpion.
in his full
What is
regalia
he
there.
like,
Very
just
inspired
warp in
by
there?
Japanese history. Hiroyuki Sanada was
He is Japanese.
really incredibly
Legend.
helpful in getting the Japanese history right
We're not
on
worthy.
this character. We really wanted to be very true to his heritage and make it feel very genuine, and that's really why it was sort of born out of this touch of sort of samurai about it.
Hell
No
yeah.
matter how many of my people
Oh,
you
that's
put in the
beautiful.
ground,
Dude.
we will not fail. Kill them.
What was that? Reptilius reveal? Reptilius?
We will not fail.
Well, yes, it is! It's that Loon! What are you doing, Lou? Doing some animality shit? Who was that, though? Who was that? Who's this guy? Who's that? It looks like Cabal or freaking like... He's got like the things Cabal has. Maybe. I don't know. But Black Tiger, Kano, all the things, Red Dragon. I don't know. What do you reckon? Cabal?
And there is our friend Goro. I can't really say much about what he does in the movie, but
Kills
all
everybody.
I can say is he's in the movie and he's pretty impressive. So
Thank God.
I'm
I
very
was
happy
so
with the way.
worried.
He was another tricky design process
Yeah.
because he
It's full 3D.
you know, 4 arms doesn't always look great. It's anatomically kind of goofy. So we had to go through a lot of iterations to
I
get
still love
to
the
get
OG
the sort of
MK puppet.
the power and the physique
So
in
good.
him, and not send it into a sort of comedic place. The guys at Method, the VFX company who created Goro, have done an amazing job.
That shot. That is sick. He's just freaking throwing shit on the ground.
The guys at Method, the VFX company who created Goro, have done
Hailstorm.
an amazing job.
Nice. Oh, shit, yeah.
I am Sub-Zero.
Whoa! Oh, shit! Yes! Ah! Yo!
Joe Taslim did an amazing job.
Hey,
I mean,
looks
he
sick.
represented
Got the
Indonesia
breastplate.
for judo. So the guy is he's an athlete, and
Judo
he
fit.
shows it. And the presence he
I'm
brought to that character.
I'm so glad they actually got martial artists that can actually fight and act, hopefully. Well, we know a few of them can act because most of these guys have been in multiple movies. Amazing dudes.
It was just extraordinary.
So happy.
And obviously that's a fairly iconic shot there and an iconic bit of dialogue from Scorpion.
His
And really it was,
mask,
you know,
arm pad,
some of the things that are in the game, like
spiky.
Get Over Here, which obviously had to be in the movie.
It has to.
It was a real interesting balance
Look at his
between
sick leather
lines
freaking
that
straps.
in
holding
reality
this shit
sort of seem a
together.
bit odd and might not make sense. And there was quite a big process in working
sword,
out how to balance
man.
those ingredients
the
together.
Freaking hood, very MKX.
My feeling was, as long as we've got an integrity and a respect for the characters, then I feel like when you do hear Get Over Here and you do hear these other things that the other characters say, then you sort of feel like it's
there.
coming from
It's a legit.
an authentically realised place.
Thank
and,
you, Simon.
And then it
the
sort of
words right
sits
out of my mouth.
okay within the tone across the board.
Damn. It's so close. Oh.
Kano wins.
So the fatalities were always in from the get-go. There was
Good.
never any question from anyone at
Because
all.
they
There was
screwed
no
that up with
resistance from
every
the
single
studio.
Mortal
They
Kombat
wanted
thing
them.
they've ever done.
I wanted them. Yeah, there's certainly restrictions on what you can do, and some of the restrictions are sort of strange and surprising, and some of them are kind of obvious. But we wanted to push it to the limit, and so yeah, there's a fatality here from Kano. He rips someone's heart out. But what was
Someone's?
important to
You
me
mean
was that
reptiles?
even when the fatalities arrived, we couldn't just do a fatality and have it mean nothing. Well, we could have done that, and that still probably would have been good. But what I was trying to do was each time there is a fatality, or it's part of a bigger scene and a bigger narrative, so that there's perhaps a more emotion to it, or there's more power to it.
That's awesome.
So we use them not just to show, oh, we've done a fatality, but it's actually becomes a sort of important ingredient in the rhythm of the action scene. We don't give ourselves the rating. Someone else looks at it and gives the rating.
Well,
so
it's in the hard R.
You know, we don't.
It might be MA
it's not
here,
for us
which
to
is
determine,
15
but there's certainly a set of rules. And Bennett Walsh, who's the producer on the film, he's got a lot of. He did Kill Bill and has a lot of experience with blood, and so he was really helpful in sort of navigating what's right, what's appropriate, and what the rules are around it. And yeah, it wasn't that big a deal, really. It was like, well, we knew where they were going in, and which ones will they be, and when do they occur, and they're in there, and they're gory.
They're in there,
so you'll love them.
Yes,
you fucking beauty.
Beautiful. All right, we're going to the next thing. Okay, the next one. These are the posters. My God, they look so sick. This was released before the trailers, so they look amazing. Look at them in their glory. Alina. Everyone looks great. Shang, look at you, bro. He's got the freaking eyes lighting up and shit. The freaking, you're so much. Freaking veins coming down. God damn, you look sick. Cole Young. See, we were all thinking it's like a code name for something, but he's still Cole Young. That's an official poster. Cole Young on it. Inofrios. Hell yeah, with his little freaking leather strap thing. Jaxay. Dog tags. He's got his bionics. Kung Lao looking amazing. Freaking Scorpy. Look at yourself, bro. My God. Raid, that looks sick. His staff. God damn, you Sub-Zero. You look freaking amazing. So, there we have it, guys. Final taste. Is there going to be another trailer? I don't know, but if there is, we're going to react to it. Thank you so much for coming and watching. I know it was a longer video, but we had to get it out because I've been holding off because they've been releasing little pictures here and there. And all those Mortal Kombat weebs on their freaking YouTube channels that they only cover Mortal Kombat. They're just hanging on to every piece of information. They're like, a new screen is leaked. Here's a whole video about one screenshot. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I mean, Mortal Kombat is my freaking life. But I'm not going to bore you with like one image and talk about the image. So there were about 4 images or something. And then there was the HBO Max sort of little trailer snippets with like Sub-Zero going like this. That's about how much you got in that trailer. But finally it's out. It got actually released in Australia at about 3:30 in the morning, so I'd get up, go to work. That's why I'm probably the last YouTuber to react to this shit. Anyway, we finally got there. Thanks for coming and checking it out. I really appreciate it. True MK fan since the very beginning. Tattoos of Mortal Kombat, guys. True fan. I'm in the movie. Fingers crossed. That's so crazy. Can you believe? I'm in the freaking MK movie. It's like a dream come true, guys. Like, love it. I am so keen to see it. I'm going to the movies to see it. Probably several times. Give them all that money because it's so weird. Like, HBO Max, how do they get the money from that? I mean, per subscription, per view, something like that. So, and HBO Max is only in America, so gotta get that VPN if those sort of VPN things work. I don't understand. They're like, get a VPN, you can use Netflix USA, and it's like, how? You have to sign up for Netflix. How do you get the Doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, I'll be at the movies day 1. I'm seeing that shit. Maybe advanced screen, who knows? Might get a thing in the mail, seeing as though you've been a part of the movie. Probably not, though. But I don't care. I'm throwing my money at this shit. Buying the merch. Buying the toys. Buying the movie in 4K when that shit comes out. It's not far now. Less than 2 months till the Mortal Kombat movie. I am so keen. There will be tears. There will be blood. There will be more gore than we're used to seeing in Mortal Kombat. I'm so keen, guys. Thank you so much for coming and checking this one out. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up. Subscribe. There's a lot of Mortal Kombat content on this channel, but it's buried deep. There is a Mortal Kombat playlist, but I don't think everything's in there, so you're gonna have to dig deep, guys, to find all my Mortal Kombat content. But it's on there somewhere. Somewhere. Thanks again, guys. Before you go, you better go check out this video. This is the one YouTube recommends to you. YouTube, this has nothing to do with Mortal Kombat. What are you doing? But this one over here, this one is to do with Mortal Kombat because I picked that video over there. I picked that video, hand-picked. I did the Mortal Kombat cartoon thing with the added gore, so yeah, that was me that made that. So thanks for checking out the video. Appreciate it. MK for life. Cannot wait to see it. I know you guys can't wait either, so let me know if you guys are excited. Comment, subscribe, do all the shit. See you in the next one. Adios! Mortal Kombat!